Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Wonder Snatch. Today I'm actually going to be reprising one of my songs from my Boolesque, okay? Because Honey Gluttony, my drag daughter, is in town doing her witch show and she's invited me to do a guest spot. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did my witchy look, okay? A very nice, pale, very witchy kind of look, inspired by the witchy drag queen herself, Jinx Monsoon, okay? So, yeah, and then follow me along to Honey's show, Witch Please, where we're reprising one of my favorite songs. Alright, so just sit back and relax and let's get started. Alright, okay, so I'm back. I put in my red lenses and done my base. Okay, so I'm just going to prime. And today I think I will be talking about... Let me try this baby skin pore eraser. It's been sitting here for years. Yeah, I want to talk about my year of Qabaret. Okay, I'm thinking about... Yeah, maybe just doing a bit of a retrospective reflections on this year's Qabaret, because we just did Coven. Okay, so Coven, although Halloween is something that I always really want to do, I can't stay away from it because I love Halloween. That's really one of my favorite holidays. Although Singaporeans don't really celebrate Halloween, so it's not something that does very well in Singapore, but I myself am a huge horror movie buff and I love just all these spooky, stupid stuff. I wasn't going to do a show for Halloween, and also mainly because Jane was busy. Okay, Jane's my ride or die pianist. Jane's busy. Tony's no longer around. Mel was also in her own musical. Okay, she was in Kimber Kimbo. She was really, really good. Okay, so I was gonna maybe give, Halloween a break. And also, around Halloween time is also the time when a lot of Singaporeans go to Taipei for their Pride celebrations. And a lot of people just tend to not come to the show. So I was going to, maybe give Halloween a break. But, of course, I couldn't stay away. I really needed to get all my Halloween zhuzh out, so I phoned a couple of other musical directors, and when Joel said yes, I was like, oh, okay, let's do this. And I threw together a cast and did our Boolesque for Coven. I think it was a really good show. We did have not a lot of time to rehearse. Yeah, admittedly, there were quite a lot of mistakes during the show, and some of them by myself as well. So I think it was still really fun, and I had great fun doing all the looks. I did an Elvira look to start off with, and then I did Huntrix, because K-pop demon hunters are witches. They are witches, right? Like the power of 3. They are fighting evil with moon magic, Horn Moon, and also with music passed down through generations. Witches. They just don't say it. So that's why I managed to sneak in Golden. That was quite a nice surprise too. It was like the closing to Act 1, and people really, really enjoyed it. See, look at this. This House Labs really matches my color so well. Okay, it's a bit yellow there, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, using my House Labs concealer as well. Okay, so that was Boolesque. Yeah, so if I had to rank all the Qabarets this year, okay, so I've done 5 shows this year. Of course, we've got my Christmas show coming up, so we're not counting that. I would actually, unfortunately, have to rank Boolesque number 5. Okay, because the short runway, and also it was the first time working with quite a number of these performers. The only person I ever worked with was with Syphilis, okay, Shan, and everyone else was like the first time. So we spent quite a lot of time, feeling each other out. That sounded weird. All right, I'm gonna put my face tapes on and I'll be right back. Okay, it missed a few steps. I think it wasn't recording, so I'm not sure what was recorded. Okay, so I'm just doing my brows and cleaning up underneath a little bit. I've powdered. I think I will just go back and do the purple smoky eye that I did for the show. I think that really worked. Okay, so I'm using the purple from the Painted. Just going to use a fluffy brush first with a lighter purple. I'm going to use that to just buff out the crease for it. Just laying down some color. Yeah, so I threw together Coven in like a month, and you can watch it all here. In 4th place, okay, if I were to continue ranking my Qabarets, I would unfortunately have to, just because everything else was so much better, I would have to put my one-woman show, Part-Time Lady, which I did in June for Pink Fest. Okay, it's really been something that I wanted to do for a very, very long time, okay, to step up to the plate and try to helm my own show. and it was actually a really successful show. Okay, I worked on it for 3 months with Jane, and I thought the set list was great. I felt the audience was like hanging on my every word. No one was like talking in the back or anything like that. It was a really rewarding experience. Okay, I was hitting notes that I never did before. I had an original song. My outfits looked fantastic. So I had no complaints. It was a really good show. But, I think in the end, I do enjoy performing with people more, okay, and doing more directing and writing for other people. So I think that's why I enjoyed the other shows more. But, Part-Time Lady was a really, really good show. And I'll be doing a one-woman show again this year for Christmas. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so there's a wash of purple. And now I'm going to go in with a deeper purple and just put that underneath. Don't worry, we're going to go into black soon. So it's going to be a purple smoky eye. Maybe with a tiny little cut crease. Okay, and then in third place, I would have to put the Disney show. Although the Disney show is probably commercially the most successful, okay, where the most tickets sold. We had such a great time. Disney's always something that I have to do every year as well. We even had such good feedback from the audience, people who have worked in Disneyland before, saying that we got everything right. Okay, all the jokes about how employees are treated, all the secret, funny, weird things about Disneyland, we included all in there. So that was really fun to do as well. So as you can see, I am just building up everything, and I'm just going to blend these two purples together. These purples blend like a dream. Look at that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the black. I'm going to use the same brush, the purple that I used the purple on, dipping into the black, just plonking it right here. Okay, and there I have the purple smoky eye. And that blends perfectly into the purple there. Okay, I'm going to add a liner off camera really quickly, and I'll be right back. Okay, so very, very smoky, and I gave myself this bit of a butterfly, kind of a mini cut crease today. I think I'm going to put some shimmer in that, but I want to use back this Trixie Cosmetics shimmer topper. This was looked really good in the show. Okay, so over the black, you can just put some of this, and it really just makes it all shimmer. Look at that. This makes it look wet. Okay, so moving on to ranking my Qabarets. In second place, I would have to say Coachella. Okay, that was another ambitious show, all choreographed, inspired, of course, by Lady Gaga's Coachella appearance. We had a whole segment on Lady Gaga, which was so good. Okay, and of course, Secret Miller came in to really help us with the choreography. She did such an amazing job, and we did it at Rasa. Okay. And it was a huge hit. Everyone had such a good time doing it too. And I think it was really a really different party show for us. Okay, so it was and super tiring as well. I'm doing my brows today. I'm going to match my wig, so it's going to be a red brow. Just going to go in with this orange from the painted and just fill that in. Okay, so Coachella, definitely something I would consider doing again. Okay, because pop songs aren't really my bag. Okay, so doing that was also a stretch for me, and I love pushing myself and just seeing what else I can do, and it also helped vocally. I think learning how to sing "Vanish Into You" in that super high range really helped my vocal range. Although definitely I got some feedback saying that I did sound a bit shouty, but it was still better than what I could do 1 year ago. Which means the number one show, in my opinion, this year would be our country show. For some reason, I love country music in a country where it doesn't really celebrate it. It was such a fun show. I mean, it was really electric, and we found that Singaporeans do love country music too. I mean, the sing along at the end, we had a mini concert at the end, which was so successful. I mean, I go back and listen to our rendition of Country Roads over and over again because I really like how we all just came together and did that. So I really think I want to do another country show soon. Okay, so this time I can actually make my brows orange because I'm not matching any other looks. But I'm gonna add a little bit of brown, okay, just to detail this and deepen it up a bit. Yep. So there you have it. My ranking for this year's Qabaret. Number 1, Country. Number 2, Coachella. Number 3, Disney. Number 4, Part-Time Lady. And number 5, Coven. Boolesque for Coven. Although I hate ranking them because I think they were all great shows. Okay, and of course you can watch them all on YouTube. And I'm already planning next year's shows. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions on what kind of shows I should be doing next year, please just drop them in the comments. I already have an idea for a few of them. Okay, now going into contour. Okay, so I still want to go for a little bit more of a palish look. Okay, so I'm not going to contour too harshly. She says as she contours harshly. Just some ideas for shows that I want to do. I've always wanted to do a 60s show. Okay, and I was really inspired by last year when Jonathan Groff was on Broadway playing Bobby Darin to do a 60s inspired show. And of course, Hairspray and all those songs are songs I really, really like. And I think it will be popular with Singaporeans too. As I mentioned, I do want to do another country show. I'm not sure whether next year will be the time to do it. And every year we always do a Disney show, a Halloween show, and a Christmas show. So that's basically the second half of the year. And I've already ran the gamut of all the Disney stuff to do. I did Disney, Disney Princesses, Disney Villains, Disney Plus, Disneyland. What to do next? Okay. I think I'm going to have to go and get ready, rush through my lips and everything, because I really have to get to the venue to do a sound check. Okay, and I'll be bringing you with me. So so follow me along to Honey's Witch Please, so I'll be reunited with my drag daughter. Okay, and that's a look, and look who's here.
Boo!
Boo! It's Honey Gluttony. We have the same color eyes. We're doing purple eyes.
Yes, we are. This is where there's the witchy season.
Yes, it's a witch season. It's such a coincidence we both did like witch.
Yeah.
Witch shows, which is
Yeah.
perfect because now I have a song to do in your show.
Yeah, exactly. What song is it? What song are you doing?
Ladies Who Lunch.
Oh yeah, very. Oh, love that.
It's about witches, about modern witches.
Okay.
Tell us, Honey Gluttony, how successful have you been in Vietnam since you've left Qabaret?
Well, since you asked, I am here in Singapore because I got invited to do the yellow carpet with Ariana Grande and Cinta Rivo for Wicked for Good. Wow. So I think representing Vietnamese musical theater scene and all that. So I must have done something right. No, but it's been good. I've been so happy mentally, but my body is dead.
So tell us all the things you've been up to. You have your own theatre company.
Yeah.
You teach. Your TikTok is blowing up.
My TikTok's blowing up. I'm producing Rent. I directed shows for the US and the UK consulate. Doing workshops at universities. It's just bringing musical theatre to Vietnam, and it's been great.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
It's amazing. Well, so happy for you. You're like superstar. You're gonna be so famous. And you're on TV all the time.
Being on TV, podcasts, all
yeah.
that. Sit up for Sheila. I'm So I'm bringing theater to the masses. So famous celebrity singers are doing musical theater with me. We're doing duet shows and all that. So it's pretty crazy. It's very crazy. Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, and now you're here doing a show for Singapore.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's always good to be home, just to be here and do it like the old times, blue jazz.
Yeah.
Give it up for his material wonder smash. I know, actually I'm the maiden. Right? Definitely not a crone. Thank you, honey. Isn't she amazing? Yes. So, I'm here to actually sing you a song about modern witches. Is anyone here actually? Oh, hi! Does anyone here actually identify as a witch? Besides Honey and myself? No? But she's right. Witches are not born, they are made. Okay? And these days, there are witches everywhere. Alright? And what defines you as a witch? They tend to manifest their own destiny. They predict their own futures. okay, and they cast spells to fulfill their needs and wants without the need of a man. So fuck the patriarchy, right? Yes. So here's a song about witches today. I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the witches today. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and decked out in gray or red, nursing a carafe. May cast a spell or sunlight hexing, stroking a cat, or raise some hell, 'cause it's quite vexing, wearing a hat. I couldn't even get mine on. Does anyone other than a witch or a drag queen still wear a hat? I see you do. I'll drink to that. And here's to the girls on TikTok. Aren't they all the craze? Hexing the moon and then drawing in chalk, thinking it's a phase. Another post of address, another scroll, another smoky liner, a crystal ball, a voodoo doll, another Gen Z whiner. I'll drink to that. And one for the millennials, too. And here's to the girls who don't eat. Aren't they just the pips? They enjoy your food. Hopped up on Ozempic and staying petite. Nothing past their lips. They won't partake or imbibe of potions we might prescribe. It's tougher than I describe. Aren't they a gem? I'll drink to them. Let's all drink to them. Anyone watching Wicked? Here's to the girls on the screen, making it seem fun. Dressed in fancy costumes and sometimes they're green, pleasing everyone. Another villain from DC, another Marvel hero, another wicked guarantee, another Oscar zero. I'll get to that. And here's to the girls in this show. Everybody tries. Look into their eyes and you see what they know. Everybody dies. A toast to those willing to stay, despite how the media portrays. Let's hear it for the witches today. Everybody rise, 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 rise. This dress is not rising. Thank you very much. And now, I think it's a bit of an intermission before Honey Gluttony comes back as mother. She's taking over my spot now. Where's my hat? Thank you.
Not really.
When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. You go back to her, let's go! Abracadabra, 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 abracadabra. Of this earth, I've tried to please all the men, I've tried to raise all the children, I've tried to spread my knowledge to everybody, and yet what I met is cheats, betrayal, disgust. So I have no choice but go back to black. He had no time to regret. Kept his dick wet, and his same old statement. And me, abracadabra. Thank you so much for coming to Witch Please Honey's Cabaret live singing show. If you enjoyed tonight, please spread the words, because maybe more people know about that. If you don't, sing along. If you don't, clap along. Because it goes like a poison by a lady in red. You got the last king, I got the line. In a haunting dance, now you're all in a trance. And your house is now alive. Let's go! Abracadabra, 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 what's up, ooh-na-na? Abracadabra, abracadabra, in the tongue she said, there's no love tonight. Abracadabra.
Congratulations, honey. How was it? How was your show?
Delicious. I was really enjoying it, but I'm so tired. I need my vitamin right now. And my face.
Collaborate. Like I all here to support honey. Okay, so that was a show. Honey is so amazing. That's my light. Okay, so that was the show. Honey was really so amazing, okay? So happy to hear her sing again. But yeah, and I did my little cameo, and so did Gabby. And now we are just going to get undressed. Bedhead.